Today I'm going to be demonstrating the termination process for our new Liberty HD termination system. This is actually a unique internal ribbon cable design that facilitates field installation of an HDMI connector and cable. So we've already done some of the prep work for the termination process. What you can see is normally the first step would be to strip back about 1.5 inches of the cable jacket and then expose the internal ribbon cables. These are actually individually foil wrapped. We've already removed the foil as well to facilitate the installations to make the process a little quicker. Another step that we've done is you notice on the two ribbon cables, one is slightly wider. Each one of the ribbon cables has a red stripe. On the wider ribbon cable, opposite the red stripe, we've removed or stripped back the conductor, and we've stripped the insulation. That's a drain wire, and we've wrapped that around the braid. So that's the prep work that we've already done. Now I'll actually demonstrate the termination. The components are there's two wire holders, a black and a white one, and then the actual connector body, and then the connector housings, the top and the bottom. So I'm going to take the white ribbon cable wire holder, and that's going to go on the narrow ribbon cable. It's a little maybe difficult to see, but on the one side there's an arrow. I don't know if, yeah, right here it's a little difficult to see, but you want to align the arrow. I'm going to flip that over so it aligns with the red stripe. You want to insert this over the ribbon cable, and you want to pull this down over the ribbon about approximately 1/4 inch from the cable jacket. Okay. You want to do the same thing. The black wire holder is actually for the wider ribbon cable, I should say. It also has an arrow, and you want to align that with the red stripe. And do the same thing. Pull that over, and you want these two to actually align to be at the same distance from the cable jacket. And the IDC slots, you want those facing one another. And so it is necessary to twist one of the ribbon cables slightly so they do align, but that's been factored into the design of the performance of the cable assembly. On the crimp tool, there's actually two slots at the top here labeled number 1 and 2. You want to individually insert these into the number 1 slot. You want to fully seat those, and you want to crimp those, and it's going to cut the excess ribbon cable. You want to do the same thing with the opposite ribbon wire. Make sure it's fully seated. Okay. Now these are going to be attached to the connector core. You notice on this one side there's one of the terminals that's extended slightly. That's going to align with the white wire holder. I'm going to snap that together a little bit. The black one goes the opposite side. You want to squeeze those together slightly so they stay together. The entire assembly is going to be inserted into the number 2 crimp position. Fully seat that, crimp it. Okay, now all 19 conductors are crimped at the same time. Next step is to insert the connector body into the top housing. It's going to just slide together like that. It clicks into place. I'm going to snap the bottom cover onto the top. This clips together. And once that's snapped together, you're going to use your fingers and fold over the collar there. Then we're going to insert this into the number 3 crimp position on the tool. Crimp that around the cable jacket. At this point, the connector is fully terminated.